Hi guys, welcome to Trustzone.com. This is Mohit Soni and we are at the KTM Husqvarna Chetak showroom in Vashi, Navi Mumbai, and this is the showroom where I bought my bike almost 6 years ago. It's always a lovely place to be here. The staff is incredibly friendly over all these years. Most of them have been the same over the last 6 years that I have been coming and going. But today we are here to discuss the adventure motorcycles, and this is the all new KTM Adventure 250 that was launched yesterday. It has been priced at 2.48 lakh rupees. We think the pricing is a bit higher. We expected around 2 lakh 40,000, but this still makes it almost 60,000 rupees cheaper than the KTM 390 Adventure that is standing here. And let's begin with what we can tell you right now, because we'll be riding it later on. What this is going to be, as usual, a first look around video of the motorcycle. So this is the the new black color. It looks great. I think this is the 390 Adventure, but I think the 250 is looking much better in that black color here. It's got that piano black finish along with matte finish here, which makes it look very impressive. And you've got the orange schemes also running around here and there in terms of graphics. This is the rear part, and as you can see, this is the 390 Adventure, this is the 250. There's hardly any noticeable difference. You've got those same big grab rails here, same LED tail lamps, LED indicators, and the same exhaust as well. As you can see, yeah, same exhaust also. I think, yeah, that is, you've got these engine guards coming in as standard with the motorcycle. And yeah, this is the black part here as well. Here it's been matte, here it's glossy, following the glossy black finish paint scheme that is here on offer. Now let's look at the orange color, which could be turn out to be more popular because it's the more eye-catchy one. It's got orange and white, as you can see, but the main tank here on both motorcycles continues. The 250 ones, black and orange, get the matte black finish on the tank. Jumping into more details, as you can see, the switch gear is new. The pass light button also remains the same. It's like one of these motorcycles here and not the 390 Adventure. As you can see, the switch gear is different here. It gets the setup button to easily access the TFT meter, but what you get here is a brand new LCD meter, which is below the TFT in terms of positioning. And as you can see, it's not that bad. It's not as let's say the one we see here in motorcycles, the RC and the Duke, which is a very almost 8-year-old design. You get an LCD display for your money, and it's not a colorful one. That belongs to the TFT part over there in the 390 Adventure. And that's the trip. This is the buttons here, since they are not here on the speedometer, on the switch gear. And yeah, once you go into trip, then you can use this button here, which is the arrow button, and you can see your average speed, fuel efficiency, fuel range, trip time, average speed, average fuel consumption. All the fuel efficiency parameters can be seen here using this button. And that's the place where you can this is not adjustable windscreen, but you can remove this to put a GPS mount here, and you can charge it via this 12-volt socket here. I think that's very good. And yeah, the rest of the switch gear is also similar. You're getting similar foot pegs here as well. They are rubberized off-road spec foot pegs. This is the major part, since we have the lights on. This is the LED DRL that is running around, but the main light here is halogen unit, not an LED unit like the 390 Adventure over there. This is one of the reasons why the pricing has been quite lower than the 390 Adventure, apart from the engine, of course, because most of it is still very much the same. That's the best part. KTM has not skimped much, so you're getting a 19-inch wheel at the front, which has MRF tires now. They should run really long, and they are normally set of tires. At the back, as you can see, there's an MRF tire as well. This is an 18-inch, a 17-inch unit. And yeah, this is the other tire as well. They are called the MRF Meteor M2 more grip tires. Now I think I'll have to reconcile where I heard that word last, but yeah. This is the motorcycle. In terms of wheels and tires, they're exactly the same as the 390. Suspension travel at the front is 177, at the back it's 170 if I'm not wrong. And yeah, you've got 43mm forks at the front, which are the same as the 390 Adventure. I think that's a great part, but again we continue to get forks which are not adjustable. What you also don't get in the 250 Adventure is adjustable levers, which are seen on the 390 Adventure. These are big seats, very comfortable. Given our time with the 390 Adventure, we had a long-term report. We spent a lot of time with the 390 Adventure after its first ride. We can confirm these seats are quite good, but again we'll hop onto it and let you know more about when you ride it. That's the keyhole to access everything else below it. Yeah, and that's a look at the LED lights. Let me try and press the brake lever as well. Yeah. So that is the KTM 250 Adventure in everything else except the engine. Now coming to the motor, it makes 30 PS of power, 24 Nm of torque. It's pretty much same as the KTM Duke 250, and like I said, in terms of power and specs, power and torque, you've already understood. It's very similar to the 250 Adventure. We don't think there's going to be much change in terms of sprocketing and gearing, so it's going to feel like the 250 Duke, and what that means is going to be a very calm motorcycle. The 390s also become calmer than before, but this should be even more calmer, and just weighs 2 kilos less than the 390 Adventure. So the upside and downside of sharing the same platform means is that the pricing and the feel good factor is there, but you don't end up losing a lot of weight. Obviously the 390 and 250 may have a world of a difference in the way power and torque is delivered and all of that. Power and torque is higher in that, and not this one obviously has the lower power and torque output because it's a 250cc motor. But sharing the same platform means you get the same feel, but you don't get the downsides are that you can't create a motorcycle from scratch. If this motorcycle was made from scratch or something like that, it would have been far more lighter, and that would have appealed to a larger set of that would have appealed a bit more. But then again, if you want a lighter spec motorcycle which is great for on-road, you can always have the Duke 250. Here it should have the right balance of torque, power and weight, and I think in that aspect KTM has the advantage of sharing the same platform as the 390 Adventure. Pricing, I already told you about that. Good pricing, 60,000 rupees less, and you're pretty much getting everything what the 390 Adventure gets. In terms of riding, we let you know how it feels like, so subscribe to our channel, guys. Hit that like button. Still want to ask us something in the comment section below, put it in. Hit that notification bell, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and I think that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to KTM Vashi showroom for hosting us, letting us aside these beauties and letting them free for us to explore. And thank you. Goodbye.